Hello everyone, I'm Lopita. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Lit and Wit with Lopita. So I'm very happy to share with you all that I have cracked UGC NET with JRF. So in this video, I'm going to share my experience how I cleared this exam with just by self-study. So I hope this video will motivate you and you will inspire from it and you will get success. So it was a challenging yet fulfilling journey for me. If I have to be honest, it was not my first attempt. I had given this exam earlier. In my post graduation days, I had given this exam couple of times, but that time I was not at all prepared. I was just giving this exam just to know the exam pattern, the question pattern, and how we can expect questions from NTA to have in our exam. So it was like that. And that time I was not prepared. So after my post graduation days, I realized that I had to clear NET. So I thought that I will start preparing that time to clear this exam, but I actually joined the college later that time. So when I joined the college, I didn't get much time to read. I was very busy in doing college works. I used to manage hardly 3 to 4 hours in a day to study, and to be very honest, that was not enough for someone to crack NET. So I had to leave the job. So it was from September I started seriously preparing for this exam. I used to study more than 6 hours a day. I used to follow a particular pattern. I used to follow a particular routine, and I didn't get distracted during my study hours. I used to be very focused and concentrated during my study times. I didn't take any nap in between. I didn't go outside. As I was not a morning person, so I could not woke up earlier, like at 4:30. I used to woke up at 5:30. So that time also I was feeling sleepy. So what I did was I actually took mathematical paper, the mathematical reasoning, DI, ratio proportion, profit and loss. I used to practice all of these things to start a refreshing day, and I was very refreshed by doing all these things, all these maths. So I was not sleeping anymore. So it helped me a lot. If you are not a morning person, then you can try this one. You can start your day with math. I know many of you actually fear math. So one more thing what I did was I was maintaining a to-do list. So before going to sleep, I used to make a to-do list for every next day. So it was like a timetable. So here I wrote on the timing from 7 to 8. I will study Indian literature for 8:30 to 9:30. I will cover literary terms and device like that. I actually maintained the to-do list. So actually it helped me a lot because by this I was very particular about my entire day. I knew that from 8 to 9 what I had to do. So I was very serious. I was very particular about that. Um, for which actually what didn't happen was I was not jumbled. I was not thinking what I need to study now, or should I study it or leave it. I actually prepared. I was very serious and very focused on that. So I will recommend you to try this method. Make a to-do list for each day. Don't make it like for a month. The next important thing is notes. So what I did was I used to make my own notes. I read many books, multiple sources and many notes, and after that I used to make my own notes. Actually what happened was when I was preparing my own notes and I was writing it on my own, so I was already remembering a lot of things, and when I came to revising it, it helped me a lot because I already had remembered a lot. So it helps. So you also can try this. Make your own notes. Read multiple resources, but after all, at the end, you have to make your own notes because your own notes can help you remembering a lot of things. Other things you will read and forget. I can guarantee you. You will read, and for that time or more couple of hours, you will remember it. And if you are not revising it, you will forget it. But online platforms and YouTube were a big part of my preparation. It actually did help me a lot. As I was preparing it by myself, I used to refer to the videos, the resources, the discussions which was available online. I watched some of the teachers' videos. They were very good. They actually clear your doubts. They actually make things easy for you. So I used to study from there. Then I used to make my own notes from their resources, from their ready-made materials. I used to jot down everything which they were saying important, or one or anything which I think is important. I used to write it down on my notes. So it helped me a lot. So I will make another video in which I will share my study materials both online and offline, from where I used to study and from where I used to make notes, and some free websites and resources which can help you in your preparation. So for that video, please stay tuned. Moving on, I strongly believe that revision is the key to success, because it actually helps you a lot. So here I will suggest you, just do not start reading everything and not revising. Please do revise everything. If you are studying 10 writers in a day, then revise that 10 writers in the next following day. In that manner only you will remember a lot of things. Otherwise you will start forgetting everything, because it is a human tendency. We actually remember things for a few no, hours or few days, and later on if you are not revising it, then we will forget it. And it also happened with me. Earlier I used to study more. When I was in that college, I used to study, but as I was not getting enough time to read, so I was not revising it thoroughly. So I was studying a lot, but I was not remembering a lot. When it was time to test my knowledge, I was lagging behind. So I learned that I was not revising. That's why I was forgetting everything. So you have to revise everything which you are covering in a day. In the next step, please start revising that. Most important part is giving equal importance to both the paper. Earlier, I actually made a mistake by not giving equal importance and preference to both the paper. I actually didn't prepare well for paper 1. I didn't look at it. I only just prepared for paper 2. First thing, I didn't have much time, and the another thing is I was not interested to read it. So the previous time I lagged behind for paper 1. For paper 1 I didn't qualify previous time. So this time I didn't make the mistake again. So this time what I did was I gave equal importance to both the paper. So what I did was I wrote down the syllabus of both paper 1 and paper 2, and I completed it thoroughly. Like I thoroughly revised everything. I used to study from YouTube and from some online website and resources. From there, I used to study and make my own notes. I made my own notes. So for paper 2 also, I did the same. I wrote down the syllabus and details, and I completed everything thoroughly, and I revised. So it became very important for you to give equal importance to both the paper, because if you want to clear net, then you have to score a good score in both the paper. If you are scoring 70, 60 questions right in paper 2, and you are just getting 15 to 20 question in paper 1, then you will not qualify UGC NET or JRF. You are in a general category. So you have to keep this in your mind and start preparing it accordingly. Now, if you are someone who is preparing for this exam, then please be serious from now and be consistent. Start believing in yourself. Take a right approach. Make strategy which will work for you, obviously. and do not waste much time. You do not have much time to actually waste. So this is the time you have to work for you very hard, otherwise someone else will take your position. So start your preparation very seriously. All the best for your exam, and if you have any further queries or you need any of my guidance, then please feel free to comment below. And if you like my video, then please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you.